Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 17, Day 1. It is a yellow day and YouTube appears to have gotten some new visual format. That really threw me off earlier today. Just out of nowhere. I uploaded the video this morning and then I got back and it's like, oh, wait, what? It's all changed. I clicked refresh on all the pages and it's like, oh, they completely changed how YouTube looks. That happened to everyone, right? I assume it wasn't just on my end. I don't know if it was just locally some places. I'm pretty sure it's just changes they made across the entire site. But anyways, yeah, it really threw me off earlier. Anyways, as I said, it is indeed a yellow day, so let's get into the yellow madness. I believe there was a suggestion yesterday for me to try for at least one of the battles. Yeah, it was this. I'm not going to use it against that, just out of safety's sake. Or you know what, maybe we should. This might actually be a little bit good against Scion Famine, surprisingly. You know what, let's try it. We'll try it at least once, and we'll try it against this because, yeah, I'm not using Gorgolfa against that. That'd be a pretty bad idea. So, yeah, let's go do it, see what happens. Hopefully not lose. We were trying this a couple times yesterday. This team, I believe the person said it scores over 7,500, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll get to see. Let's see what... I haven't actually gotten to see its score. I got to test it yesterday, of course, but I didn't check to see what its score would be because we have yet to ever use it within the context of a battle. So we'll go move that over. Pretty good start so far. We'll probably go for the Goblin Rocket right here, which we'll just do by taking that. And now we'll want to get the Famine. We have as much time as we need to be able to take whatever move we need, so let's be patient and figure out what on earth we should do here. I'm leaning towards a 2 explosion down here for the 4 times brown. I'm trying to get that Famine up so that we don't have to deal with the Ragnargord cast. I believe that is the way to go. Let me double check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that would work. So let's go and throw that down. Get ourselves the brown, and there we go. And now we just need to surge our next poke, and we're good to go. That or take the yellow. Yellow is very, very tempting, but I believe I will go to fill the Famine right here. So we'll go move that over. And that is a filled Famine and a red off the top. I'll take it. Now we have a Famine that we can throw down if we so choose, and I believe I will just to kill out the Scion. So Scion dead, don't have to deal with that anymore, don't have to deal with that annoying drain. So one less thing to worry about. Next on our list of things to do is probably try getting this thing back up. Unfortunately, there's no colors for us to be able to do that off of. A lot of things I can't take that I want to take. I might just take a standard purple off of a Skull Distract. So we'll let him do that. Whoa, a lot of mana from that out of nowhere. I'll take it. Well, that worked out nicely. We have a skull up top. Do we go for it? We don't really have much of need to, but I guess I'll go for it. Do the reburn. And we have Taraxis. Too bad there's like none of those colors on the board, so he's not really going to be able to do anything. At least at his current moment. It looks like he will be able to extra turn over there soon. Actually, never mind. He can do that right now if I go and drop for it. I don't think I will yet, mainly because I have a Famine just sitting here right now. So let me go through the... You know what? Maybe I should have threw the Goblin Rocket for... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so throw that down. We'll let him die. I believe he kept our alignment. Yes, he did. So as long as we don't get a blue right there, we'll have alignment. So this will drop that down. And there we go. There's our Taraxis. Throw the Taraxis down. And that's pretty much a win. A little bit off still, though. Okay, move that over. Nice Cascade. We have our Goblin Rocket. We have our Famine. Which one do we choose to kill? Well, probably the one we can actually kill, because I don't think we have enough for death. Yeah, we would be slightly short. We'd have a 49 damage, which would bring him down to 10 plus the burn. So yeah, that's not going to work unless we want to try Goblin Rocketing it, but I'd rather go for the secure kill than try going for the other one. We could also try doing some kind of drop. Like if we drop this, we get a... we can get it 4 times. Actually, can we get it 5 times? No. Yes. No. No. Wait. Where would they be? They'd be there, there. Oh, that would actually be nothing. Unless I take it for the 2, in which case it would just be a pair right there. So, I guess we go for that? That or just Famine. Let's just go with the Famine. And then we'll worry about that next turn. So now we worry about it. And at this point, we just take the double drop. And that is match. Burn will kill. Because burn triggers before the his trait does. And down he goes. No summon on this team? Yes, it doesn't. But it most likely won't be needing that most battles. Oh, I forgot to double check to see what it scored. Hopefully, let me see. It showed for like 1 second. Let me go back in the video. Oh, wait, never mind. We can see what our score is right there. Of course, it's 1, 2, 4. Oh, why did I even do that? We can see what it is right there. 1, 2, 4, 9. So let me upscale that and see what we actually scored. I'm kind of curious. 6 divided by 5. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that's only 1.2. I could just put that in every single time. Times 1, 2, 4, 9. Yeah, that was about 1,500. It was a 1,498.8. It was 1.2 points off from being 1,500. So, yeah, whoever said that this scores 7,500 per week is exactly right, because if we times that by 5, that would be 6 short of 7,500. The only problem is we need a win every single time. That's the only issue with it. And like you just mentioned, it is quite possible for us to lose a troop. Well, let's keep doing it. And if we lose, we lose. Unless there's something that appears to counter this really, really hard, I might not. But against Scion, it might actually be the better choice. We do have to worry about having our first slot needing mana like that. But, and the fact that we have a lot of mana conflict. But, if we can get Goblin Rockets starting to control the board, we'll be in a pretty good condition. So we'll try it again. If it crumbles like crazy, then I might as well just stop for a while and maybe just train with it a little bit more before I really use it again. But yeah, 7,500 per day that it goes is definitely possible with this team. My normal team only does about 7,300 average. So assuming I could get good at this one, I would on average score a additional 20 points per yellow day. Which isn't really that big a deal, but hey, 20 points is 20 points. Okay, so off this board, doesn't really look like we have much worthwhile. I almost feel like just getting Traxxas up at this point. Something I haven't been doing in quite a few of my battles. I keep wanting to throw the Goblin Rocket as soon as I get it, but it might be strategic, particularly if they don't have a Scion, to deliberately not cast it immediately. I do want to be making sure I check every single turn for moves we might be able to do on the board, though. So let's move that. No, exactly what I didn't want to have happen. And that is why you throw it. That is why you throw the Goblin Rockets, or whatever your first slot is. Okay, we got it back. We do not have Traxxas mana, though, which was one of the main reasons why I was kind of going out of my way. Yeah, I don't think we're going to bother for the Traxxas. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to secure it. I have to waste my entire turn to take it if I want to go take it. Now we're doing it. Please do not get a skull. Okay, good. He did not get a skull, and he did not explode, so we could just famine him right now. Famine on first slot. So, have this famine. Dead. No, 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 no. Okay. I could have gone a little better, but... do we have alignments? No, we do not. Can we make an alignment? Probably. Just need to figure out where on earth it is. Yes, we can. We can do an explosion right there, and then we have alignment. So let's go do that. Boom. And now we have alignment. Get that down. Get all of our mana. 4 mana short. Can we get anything to drop where we need it to? Or we could just explode for it as well. Moves. Where are you? No, I did not see one. Oh, can we lower it enough? No, we cannot. We do it there, that won't be lowered enough. It'll put 3, it would put 2 3 pairs there. Let's actually go through on Furnace then. See what that does. Death marks us. Luckily there's a 1-turn delay. No, that famine! That famine value. No, and yeah, and Furnace. You failed us. You failed us, and you died because of it. And now another one died. Well, that escalated quickly. You can actually win this. That'd be really sad if he wins this somehow. Oh, we're actually death marked right now. We just need to quit right now if we get double death mark killed. And he has famine again. If we seriously get double death mark killed right now. Oh gosh. Yep. Why? What on earth is happening? Well, that went from we were like 1 turn away from winning to a 9 durability troop in like 2 turns. At least, oh, no, no, no. Okay, well, that's happened. Well, then. Yeah, we're not using that again. Though, in all fairness, that was excessively unlucky and probably would not happen again. But, wow. Yeah. Let's not do that. Let's just stick with what we know. And, yeah, let's not have that happen again. Let's go with this. I have about, like, a 95 to a 98% win rate with this in Guild Wars. So there's really no need to stop using this. I say that and we'll probably, like, lose this battle now. Well, where to move, where to move. We're in a bad situation where we probably should have gone Cockatrice this time around. We'll have to take the Skull. I don't really have a choice. He'll get a little bit more of his mana back that way. We'll go take the brown. Ooh, that would give it a lot of purple, though. We're not going to be able to get something up, are we? We can't rush the Amnesia quick enough. So we're going to try, though. Okay. So he's going to drain us. There's no point in going for... Oh, wait, never mind. We can do that. And then just throw it down. Perfect. Okay. So, Amnesia, we need you, and now we need a drain. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. And there's no skull it can take. At least no immediate skull that it can take, unless it randomly gets one somewhere. We'll throw down the Famine. And don't you... No! Well, you get the Moloch now. You had your chance to live, and you failed. Okay, let's go and do the blue explosion. And we have another Moloch. I don't think I'm going to use it. The one skull's enough to kill it, so we'll go for the mana instead. Well, we got to try a different team on Yellow Day, but we're sticking with the classics. We'll physical damage that one and true damage the Famine, since it's a lot easier to true damage him. Actually, is he enough to die right now? 51. No, even if he had, yeah, even if he had max mana, that wouldn't kill. It would be 1 damage off. So do we go for it or do we not? Or do I go for the Famine right now? How much damage is the Famine? That's 42 plus 34. So that's 76. That into a skull. 76 plus 34. Oh no, but then it keeps stealing HP per turn. That would be enough if I can skull him next turn. So let's see if we can skull him next turn. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, I was 10 off. Never mind. I was 10 off in that calculation. Because I thought it was going to be at 34 HP. Never mind. Oh, close enough. Still did what I was said, which would be it will die in 1 skull, but I was 10 off somehow. Well, we'll throw down the Moloch into another Moloch, and then that's match. Take the Moloch. Take the... Do we waste our turn? No, we don't need the blue right now. So we'll take the red explosion. That'll give us Moloch, and that's match. What did Amanda ask? Hello, Amanda! Also, did I say hello to everyone? Did I even say all the hellos? Hello, Bridget. Hello, Strawn. Hello, Maximuse. Hello, X-Stick. I have no clue how to say that. Hello, Maximuse. Hello, Straw. I'm repeating them now, too. Good job. Hello, Henny. Hello, Hemet. Hello, JZG. Hello, Heliax. Hello, hello, Jim. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Undertale. Hello, who else did I miss? Hello, Ross. Hello, Vampire Gaming. Welcome all. Okay. And what did Amanda ask? I think someone already answered. But let me just double check. And then if anyone else has any other questions, feel free to leave them. If I might have missed them earlier. I was kind of ranting a little bit. Let's see. You didn't get a notification. Did you miss the Guild Wars? No, you haven't missed it yet. Also, YouTube appears to have gotten an update earlier. So, their update system for streams might have gotten a little bit more buggy. Who knows? What battle is this? This is our 4th battle, because we did end up losing one today. No! Not with this team, though. We were trying a different team, and it ended up losing the 2nd battle. Though, in all fairness, it wasn't exactly the team's fault. It was more of just one excessively lucky turn that it got that just destroyed us completely. Okay, anyways, into the next battle. Biggest priority will be kill Corvash. Once we kill Corvash, we easily win this battle. prior to killing Corvash, it is ridiculously annoying. But once we get a mana drain, we're going to be good to go. So right off the bat, we're going to want to take yellow and or purple. So the Mercy does nothing, and there we go. Mercy does nothing. Gold Distract would be good if we can give him something like that. Taking his browns instead of taking... or taking his browns and blues would be pretty good, so let's go remove that. As much as that we can move off the board would be great. He does get a stun freeze. It's both on the same troop. Would have actually preferred that to go on Gorgolfa, mainly because he can cleanse it off, even though both of them are more annoying on him. Oh, there we go. At least we can get rid of that one freeze, if nothing else. And he does indeed miss, so we'll go and do that. Get that. There was a blue extra turn, but of course we couldn't have taken it. And now we can just throw almost a blank famine down. Actually, it is a blank famine because we're killing the only one that has mana. So I'll throw blank famine, mainly because we need to kill right there. And now we're essentially just starting from the very first turn, just with a lot more mana this time around. So it should pretty much be good from here. We can throw a Moloch, throw another Moloch, and just use Gorgolfa, get their mana up, save the famine for when we need it. And yeah, this is pretty much already a one match, unless Queen Mab decides to go crazy out of nowhere. That's the only thing you could really win with this at this point. So right there, we're not even going to bother. Let's just go and explode some more. Probably should have exploded blues just to make sure they all went off the board, because it does end up getting a bunch of extra turns there. Okay, now it's done doing its extra turns. It did end up depleting all of its mana, so Famine and Moloch aren't really that useful right now. Actually, everything I have is not that useful right now. Let me just throw, I guess, a Moloch on Queen Mab so that we can get a second Moloch for the kill when she starts getting higher on her mana value. So we'll go and get the Moloch up by doing that. And now I just need you to take mana on Queen Mab. Stop not doing that. So we'll go take that. I guess we'll throw a Famine for the Valkyrie just to get that out the way. And now any more damage we do to it will kill it. She is 1 mana off from dying. Figures. Okay, we'll just throw the Gorgolfa. Get that down. Please, take 1 mana. Only 1. Not a lot of mana, just 1 mana. Can we kill it with skulls? No, we cannot. That's actually really bad. I might have to waste some Moloch on a Valkyrie, which is not what I wanted to have to do. But I will do it. So we'll do that to get rid of Valkyrie. Do this on whatever has the widest spread right now, which appears to be yellow. Let it do whatever. Gets a little poke on us. We are not frozen on purple anymore, so we can go for that. So we'll do that. Is this still 1 mana off? No, never mind. It's not 1 mana off anymore. We'll throw down the Queen Mab. Wait, was it even to begin with? How did it lose that HP? Oh, it might have lost it from the Famine. And now we can just Famine into whatever. And then that's match. Come on. So throw the Famine. That's just going to have to be a second Famine because it's... Oh, never mind. Skull will be enough now. So we'll throw the Skull. And down it goes. Hello, Geo. Welcome. Hello, Alexand. Welcome as well. Yeah, we're on the 4th battle, and now we're on to the 5th, is how far we are right now. We ended up losing 1 when trying a different team. The team seemed okay, but I'm pretty sure that was just a stroke of really bad luck. It was scoring a 1,500 every single battle, when it wins anyways. But if it loses, then of course you're losing way more than the profit you gain from it. I'm probably going to stick with the classic of what I normally use. This team hasn't really failed me. The only time it really fails is occasionally against Queen Mab, and occasionally against Mana Drain, mainly because this team is really, really heavy on mana, and anything that likes to deny mana tends to be pretty decent against it, though it still ends up winning out against Scion Famine normally, unless it gets really trolled by a Scion or something. But you can normally avoid yourself from taking those kind of colors from the board. You can also replace out first slot with Cockatrice, which even though Gorgolfa is a lot higher rarity and everything, it's sometimes more strategic to have the Cockatrice, even if you have both of them available. Mainly because you just need the Entangle or the additional mana drain that it has. Also, it accumulates a lot of brown for the team, which is somewhat useful if you're using the Famine, because the brown would of course leak into the Famine's mana pool. So he has a Spirit Fox. I have no way of really countering around that, mainly because it has Agile. So even if we could throw the Moloch on it, it wouldn't work. The only way we'd really be able to deal with that is with a Famine cast. We'll take the purple into a Surge, and now we can just throw from there. So we have our mana. That also has Stealthy. Wow. Everything has Stealthy except for the Cockatrice. I just noticed that now. Very interesting. So I can't mana drain that with anything other than a famine. So let's go get famine up. Go get skull distracted. We'll take the skull, that'll kill that out. We only have one target for the famine, so we'll throw it at that one target, and hopefully he'll die soon after, so that we can actually hit the other two. Because once he's only left with stealthies, we'll be able to hit them. That's one pretty funny instance where having stun could actually backfire. We don't have stun, but one random mechanic that happens with stun, or I should say more so with stealthy, is of course stealthy does not work if every single person on the team is stealthied. But if you have a team of all stealthy, and then someone stuns one of the troops, stealthy will then reactivate, so that the one stunned one will be targetable, but then all the other ones will be stealthied. It's kind of weird. It's one of the instances where a status effect that's supposed to be negative is actually positive. Another one that sometimes does this, which is one of the reasons why it's so ridiculously useless, is poison. Poison is sometimes beneficial for the enemy instead of being a negative thing. This is mainly noteworthy on things like humility and basically any other troop that has a trait that triggers whenever they take HP damage. Because of course poison does such a ridiculously low amount of HP damage that it's just not really worth it. It actually gains a positive benefit more than a negative from having the poison on it. So we'll go throw the famine here. Now we can target whichever one of the two we want. So we'll probably go throw a Moloch on him. Or then again, let's wait a turn, because he's not at full mana yet. We'll wait till he goes all the way up, and then we'll throw the little thing at him. We'll just take a little bit of mana, let him get his thing, and since they're both stealthied, we can go and trigger on either one. Get that down. Is skull enough damage? Yes, it is. So we'll go for the skull, and now we just have to poke down the final little guy there. So we'll take a skull right there, and the famine would be nice right about now. We do not actually have anything to toss at him, so we'll just go explode the reds. Let him do his thing. He'll Spirit Fox our damage source, of course, and then we can skull kill him. And there we go. That was Guild Wars for today. So, we unfortunately lost one of the battles. That will happen. It's always fun to try new teams, but it's one of the reasons why I do stick with what I stick with. I do believe the team that was suggested, though, does have a lot of potential, and it does actually outscore the team I normally use. So it could just be me not using it correctly. I'm pretty sure it was us just hitting a really, really bad luck streak. But I'll try this team a little bit more in PvP, mess around with it, and bring it back. I almost feel like replacing out Furnace might be helpful. I don't really feel like he's doing much, other than the Fiery Death. I believe that's why he's actually on the team, now that I think about it. Probably the Fiery Death, more so than almost any other aspect. So actually I will keep him on the team. But yeah, I'll try this again. See if I can maybe get a little bit better with it, because it does, assuming we don't lose, it scores a few hundred more than our normal team. But if we lose once, then all that value has just been lost completely. But yeah, we'll look into it more. Also, that's something else that happened today that I haven't mentioned yet. I ended up getting a bunch of t-shirts. Hello, Nautical! Welcome! I ended up getting one for every single color day. The only problem with this, though, is I forgot that yellow has green in it. So I ended up getting a yellow shirt for Guild Wars Day, and this is what it looks like. See? You guys can totally see this. Actually, let me go bring it up. But yeah, I forgot. Yellow is composed of red and green, so this happens when you get it. So I'll just wear orange for this day. But yeah, we do have a colored shirt for each day. For green, well, technically I don't have brown, but I'll probably use the same one for green and brown. Oh, nope, never mind, it's doing that now. Okay, so this one wasn't dark enough either. Yeah, I'll probably need to return both of these two. But the other four work. The other four work. But I need to find a darker green so it doesn't green screen, and I might just use orange instead, because there's no yellow that would really work. Even if you make a really dim yellow, it's just going to look like a really weird color. But yeah, let me actually go disable my thing real quick so I can show. Let me see, where's my green screen right now? Let's see, video capture device. Properties for the video capture device. Never mind. Wait, the filter for the video capture device. I'll find it eventually. Filters. There it is. Wait, there we go. Yeah, a yellow shirt. You can see how it's kind of blending. Because my green screen too is actually more of like a greenish yellow as well, which makes it even harder for colors like this. But yeah, that plan failed. Luckily, the other four colors will work, obviously. Blue, red, purple, and let's see, blue, red, purple, brown once I get a different brown. And blue, red, purple. I'm missing something other than yellow. Blue, red, purple. Not green, not yellow. Brown? I don't know. But yeah, I got a bunch of shirts, is the bottom line. For each color day. And of course, we'll wear them for each color day. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, I should totally wear it. But I should wear the yellow shirt. That would be funny if I put it on. Let me go put it on real quick. I'll put it over top my shirt that I'm already wearing. Sure, let's go put the yellow shirt on. Let's go be a floating head. Actually, let me not. It's actually kind of hot in my room. I'll go change it real quick. There we go, yellow shirt. I am now floating head. We are now a floating head. But yes, floating head time. Because why not? Too bad I can't make my arms disappear too. If they were long sleeves, it would work. I just have like a random detached arm now. There we go. Too spooky. We were doing this earlier with the Cloak of Invisibility because my bed sheets are the same color as well. They're the invisible green color. They're actually behind me, like what you saw earlier. That actually is a bed sheet. That's literally what I use for a green screen. It's a $10 bed sheet that came with the pillow things as well as one of those comforter things for the bed. So I got a lot of value out of that. The first one I bought for 20, the backup one was only 10. But yeah, that's behind me. Let me see. Where did the filter go? Filters. Filter. Where are you? Filters. But yeah, that behind me is just a bed sheet. This thing. Anyways, let me put the filter back on. Floating head. Back to floating head. It is mandatory to go floating head. Anyways, do any of you guys have any other teams you want me to mess around with? Need help with teams? Have any questions? Anythings? Feel free to leave them all in chat. Otherwise, we'll just be messing around a little bit in PvP. And then just heading off for the night. Of course, we'll be streaming every night, as we always do at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a highlight. Oh no, I normally don't really highlight stuff like that. That's kind of stuff we just have inside the stream, just for fun. Let's see. Brown option versus Forest Guardian Cabarrus. What is an impervious brown that is decent? I actually can't think of one off the top of my head. Behemoth is one. Or, well, that's me thinking of one. Do you have a fully traded Behemoth? Build something around fully traded Behemoth may be useful. Other than that, try a Drain Spam. You can use Cockatrice. You can use... Actually, Brown doesn't have that many drains if you don't have a Famine. So basically Cockatrice. A Cockatrice and a Behemoth would be two of your team. The rest of it would depend on what you have available. You'd probably try to put a Famine on it. Any other brown drain that I might be forgetting about off the top of my head? Haha, off the top of my head. Get it? Yeah, the puns. But, yeah, just go like Cockatrice, Behemoth, and stuff. Guard's Avatar would work if you have it, though. I'm pretty sure you don't have it. Generally, rule of thumb is I assume no one has any mythics, generally. I tried to do that with the best teams video too, other than the mythics that were actually good. Like things like your Gali and stuff I was trying not to show, and oh gosh, this team's damage is so high. Those Wisps plus that Christinix is just so insane how much damage that does. At least they can't hit me now. Well, the other two can. But, let's see. I'll still throw another Dragon Soul. Oh, you do have Guard's Avatar. Oh, sweet. Okay. So then you can go something like a Cockatrice, something Guard's Avatar. would be your team. I'm trying to think of what you can use for a mana generator under Brown Day. Because I don't think Brown Day has a proper brown generator, unless you wanted to try using Justice as your brown generator, in which you use Justice on like brown, yellow to keep getting your cockatrice up and then kill it out that way. So you could use something like Honor, Cockatrice, Guard's Avatar, and then like one other troop, and you always ended up triggering the Honor on brown yellow, or on yellow I should say, because it automatically does brown. So you could maybe go down that route. Oh, Ragnagord, yeah, that would work too. How could I not remember Ragnagord? The only problem with that too, though, you can't use Cockatrice and Ragnagord when you're trying to use a Guard's Avatar. You'd have to pick one or the other. And I personally feel like Cockatrice would be the better value in that particular team. Because you can't do Honor with Ragnagord and a Cockatrice, because that would only be 3 colors. It would have a lot of mana generation, but you're losing a lot of it due to only 3 colors. But yeah, the Ragnagord is pretty good for it. It just, you would have to choose between 2 of those 3. Between Honor, Cockatrice, and Ragnagord, you'd have to choose 2 of those. There's no way you could get away with all 3. You could barely even get away with 2 of them due to Honor kind of being a little bit of a mana blocker. Okay. So we'll go take that, get our crystallizers going. What else do we need to go do? Take the purple. Well, let's see. Where do we move? Where do we move? Go take the blue into red. On Green Day, I generally just run either Cockatrice, or not Cockatrices. I either run, what's it called? The Giant Spider Kraken team, or just a bunch of KrissTiggers, is what I meant to say. Either of those 2 is generally what I run for Green Days. Keep it simple. Let's see, you go KrissTigger, Kraken, yeah. Variants of KrissTigger and Kraken is pretty much the entirety of Green Day. They're just so powerful, and just spamming multiple of them is actually an efficient team because they are so powerful. They're 2 of the highest damaging troops in the entire game right now, and they can both be used together, or in different variants, or simply just with spam themselves. Is having multiple of the same troop beneficial? No. Generally, it's a bad thing to do in teams. But there are a few select troops that are decent with multiple of themselves. KrissTigger and Kraken are 2 of them. There's only about like a dozen or so troops that can actually be spammed. Let's see. Wisp, KrissTigger, Kraken. Okay, now I can't think of anything more. Well, we have 3. I know there's about a dozen of them. I just can't think of a few more of them off the top of my head. But that's 3 of them. And there are a few other troops that can also be spammed, but the list is relatively small. Generally, as a rule of thumb, you try to never put more than 1 of the same troop on a team. The only reason why some of them do get used multiple times is just because they are just standalone amazing troops that don't even need other troops to be functioning correctly. And in the case of KrissTigger, it's particularly interesting because KrissTigger is the only troop in the game that can naturally gain mana even if it's being blocked completely on all of its colors. So using multiple of it doesn't actually really affect you negatively in any way. 3 times Famine? Yeah, Famine could be spammed too. A little bit high of a mana cost, but he is still spammed. Mainly in the instances of AI though. When you're doing player control Famine teams, you never use more than 1 Famine. But sometimes when the AI is controlling it, people will put 2 Famines on the team. Because in case the AI is messing up a lot, you'll want a second backup one. Otherwise, the enemy will just be able to target out 1 and then win the battle. Alright, we'll move that over. And what else do we need to go throw down right now? Where to move, where to move? We'll go take the green. Let him poke us. Throw down the KrissTigger, do down some reds. And we'll throw out a Dragon Soul. Yeah, no problem, Hector. Hello, Taz. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Also, by the way, are there any guide videos you guys want me to go over before before we go over 3.1 version content. Because as it currently stands, I was planning on the video we just did, the 3.05 best teams, to be basically the last video I do of this version of the game, or, you know, as far as like other like little side videos. But if there's any guides you guys still want me to do that are completely unrelated to version 3.1, let me know. There are a few of them that aren't specifically for it that I'm waiting on doing, mainly because I just want to see what the mechanics are for it. For example, I'm waiting on doing the going over what you should do in early game, mid game, and late game. I've been meaning to do that video for a while now. I'll be doing it as soon as 3.1 comes into play, because what you need to particularly focus on will be changing some when crafting system comes out. So if I try doing it prior, I'm just gonna have to do another video on it in like 2 weeks. There's no point in doing the video twice like that. But if there is anything, just let me know, and we'll definitely go over that hopefully soon. Yeah, they already submitted all the builds a couple days ago, and one of them already got approved. It should only be about a week now or less before we get the next patch. We'll probably see them start to get rolled out on Tuesday, I would assume. Probably like Monday night, Tuesday next week, we'll probably start seeing the patches get rolled out. Oh, my eyes are starting to bother me right now. Let's see. Also, hello, Nautical. Forgot if I said hi. Let's see. Also, hello, Freak Nightmare. Welcome as well. I answered your question, but didn't say hi. Also, this eye not want to function right now. When it does this, it's doing it right now because of the heat. I don't know why the AC isn't going on right now. There we go. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Oh yeah, when is the next patch coming out? I think I already indirectly answered that without actually answering it, but the next patch is coming out probably next week. We don't have an official date, but it has been sent for approval, and as soon as it gets approved by Apple, and I think we're still waiting on one other one, I think Microsoft, as soon as Apple and Microsoft approve it, the patch will be up for all versions. I believe console will be getting it slightly earlier by like 1 day or so, and then we'll probably get it on PC mobile. Yeah, we ended up doing the whole shirt thing. We were messing around with that earlier. We ended up getting a bunch of new shirts, and this is the yellow one. And, yeah. I'll be using the orange shirt instead for Yellow Day, but we do have one to associate with every single day's color now. I just need to try to find a very dim yellow. I need a low saturation yellow shirt. And I need a low saturation yellow and green shirt is what I need. A really, really dark green and a really, really dark yellow would end up working for green screen. Because if it has a low enough saturation, it won't actually pick up from the thing. Only brighter colors tend to do that. Brighter colors that have any green within them generally do it. I need a blue screen. That could work too. The only problem with that is the blue shirt then wouldn't work. And purple and what was the other color also would be a little bit pixelated. It would have the same issue that yellow is having right now if I ended up going with a blue screen. And it would be really annoying to have to alternate it, because how I have my screen set up behind me, it's basically impossible for me to change what kind of screen is behind me. I can easily move it across my room and stuff, but as far as like switching out the screen behind me to like a blue screen, for instance, there'd be no way for me to easily do that. Unless I set up an entire second screen like I did behind me. Which I guess technically could work. I could just do exactly what I did again, but do a blue screen. I haven't really messed around with blue screens before though. I assume it's the same premise of a green screen, just with the blue, not saturation, the blue hue instead. So, I could try it at some point. I would just need to find a really cheap blue screen and rebuy the other supplies. I need to go get a fish wire, a clear fish wire, which I think only runs about $5 or so. They're normally pretty cheap. Yeah, so I might do that eventually. We'll see. Yeah, I could try having both of them at some point. For now, we'll just be sticking with a green screen though, Because this is pretty funny, if nothing else. I won't be constantly doing this, obviously. I'll be wearing a different shirt. But, why not? Floating head. Is Disenchanting Troops getting buffed in 3.1? I hope it is, Joa. I do not know for sure if it is, though. I would assume yes. But, we have no way of knowing. They have not specifically ever mentioned yet that Disenchanting is getting a buff. It would be really weird if it doesn't. And I am hoping that it does, but yeah, I do not know one way or another if it will or will not get buffed. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for tonight. If you guys still have any other questions, feel free to leave them now or forever hold your peace. We'll be back tomorrow night with the next Guild War. And, yep, this every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be around doing that. Also, Friday and Saturday, we'll be doing our normal 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream. For any of you that want to catch that, we will have redeem codes. Also, we will be doing a, assuming that we have enough time, we will be doing a 12-hour stream the day after the next patch. And yes, I will go fight Strawn real quick. We'll do that as our final battle, because we have Strawn right now as our 3 trophy. So let me go do that before we end the stream. Let's go destroy Strawn. He's asking to be destroyed by, actually, he could destroy us really easily if he gets that loop off. But, we'll go destroy what KrissTigger is. Alright, throw that down. There, a little bit of mana. He has the double green. Oh, I should have removed green there. Would have probably been a better move. Let me do that now. There we go. Good doubling of the green right there. Really solid double. And there we go. Good job, AI. I shall smite you. Smited. No, there we go. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be heading off for tonight. There we go. But yeah, we defeated you. Yeah, your defend team is pretty good though, even though it got destroyed. That infinite loop, when it actually does go off, is pretty devastating. KrissTigger counters it pretty easily though, because not only does it steal your greens, or uses it for itself, but it can also just remove all of them from the board. So it's a pretty hard counter to the whole kind of like the whole Farce Troll into a Kraken kind of build. But anyways, thank you all so much for showing up. See you all tomorrow night. Have a wonderful week. And 3.1 hype. It is coming here. Floating head says bye. Anyways, see you everyone. Have a good day. Oops, I did not mean to click. There we go. I was just trying to click on that to stop the stream. Fail. Anyways, floating says bye to everyone. See you everyone.